This is the concept for the new Black Panther series titled after the first Black Panther named Bashenga. The concept is forming a fandom with hundreds of thousands of fans, urging Marvel to make it. Let's see what Marvel had to say about this. We should tell you that Bashenga is the very first Black Panther that consumed the heart-shaped herb after a vision from Bassett. Before becoming a Black Panther, Bashenga was a warrior shaman who wanted nothing more than to protect his tribe from invaders. Thousands of years before the birth of T'Challa, the 5 warring tribes of Wakanda were fighting for domination over the land. They were evenly matched, so no tribe could unite the others under a single nation. Then, a meteor carrying a strange alien substance called vibranium forever changed the history of the world. Bashenga, a warrior shaman from one of the 5 tribes in the region, realizing the power that lay in the vibranium, the 5 tribes fought against each other even harder. Each of them wanted to take a larger chunk of the seemingly indestructible and lightweight metal. But Bashenga came out victorious. He was the first one to find the metal inside the meteor mount. Realizing they could use the vibranium on their spearheads, the tribe, led by Bashenga, became great warriors. Not wanting others to take control of this powerful substance and use it for evil, Bashenga and the other warrior shamans from his tribe formed the Cult of the Panther. These warriors were tasked with protecting the vibranium. But there was a problem. Some shamans used the metal and they became powerful warriors. Others used the same metal and it turned them into monstrous creatures. Wanting to protect his tribe, Bashenga became chieftain of the Cult of the Panther and called himself the Black Panther. Seeing that he was pure of heart, the panther goddess Bassett appeared to Bashenga in a vision of his. She told him that he should go and seek the heart-shaped herb. This seemingly ordinary herb grew on the soil where there was vibranium and took on some of the metal's powerful properties. He consumed the herb and gained superhuman abilities. And as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility. Bashenga was now tasked with uniting the 5 tribes into one nation, ruled by the Black Panther as its king. Bashenga only partially succeeded in his plan. He managed to smash that like button just like you should if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, he managed to unite only 4 of the 5 tribes into one nation. Wakanda was born, and its leader was Bashenga. After his death, the mantle of the Black Panther was passed on to the son of Bashenga. His descendants were known as the Golden Tribe. The mountain where they mined the vibranium is called Mount Bashenga. Thousands of years and a number of conflicts later, T'Challa was born. Marvel made a comic book about this mysterious place. It became very popular, so the MCU decided to turn it into a movie. Black Panther, the movie, was born. Thanks to Chadwick Boseman and an amazing cast, the Black Panther acquired a cult following. The untimely death of T'Challa, although tragic, made the movie even more popular. The second Black Panther movie came out in November of 2022 after a grueling wait, but we have to admit, it was well worth it. And then someone decided to tweet this on their profile, and the saga begins. Since the second movie did so well, fans started talking about getting Ryan Coogler, the director and writer of the 2 Black Panther movies, to make a third Black Panther movie. At the time, he was being considered for another movie. Who was the man that started all of this? Just a young African-American digital artist by the name of Sean Harrison. He made the mock-ups for Bashenga using a mix of Adobe Photoshop, After Effects, and even an AI program called Midjourney. The rendering of the scenes was done using AI software. And to tell you the truth, we believe they were from some high-end PS5 video game. The young artist even included a list of characters who he thought would be fit for the roles in the Bashenga movie. Speaking of which, we should tell you that Sean Harrison envisioned John Boyega taking on the role of Bashenga in the upcoming movie. He also listed singer Burna Boy and rapper Doechii as part of the main cast. He even added a list of possible musicians that could compose the music for the Bashenga movie. Speaking of which, we know that he even had a plot in mind for the movie. According to Sean Harrison, the story would take place after the meteor with vibranium falls in Wakanda, and the 5 tribes smash that subscribe button just like you should if you haven't done so already. But no, Seriously now, it's during the battle of the 5 tribes for control over the precious resource. This would cause a war between Wakanda and the Mayan kingdom of Tlacan. We got a brief mention of them in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever in 2022, but if you ask us, there are numerous other plot concepts they could draw inspiration from.
My signal. Open Northwest Section 17.
For example, they could look to Avengers Assemble, the animated series. We're specifically talking about Season 5, Episode 18, titled Bashenga. In this episode, T'Challa got to explore his ancestral past after touching the crown. Despite all the pain, he got to see Bashenga and his long-forgotten sister Bast. We were thrown off by the names a little because it sounds awfully close to Bast, the Panther goddess, but this is Bast, with a K at the end. The comics in the show never mentioned that Bashenga, the first Black Panther, had a sister, but this episode showed us otherwise. They showed us Black Panther and Bast trying to protect the Wakandans from the Atlantean raiders. They were more powerful than this helpless tribe. Only the shaman warriors of the tribe could protect them against the Atlanteans. Despite their efforts, Bast and Bashenga are not enough to defend the tribesmen from the powerful raiders. They have better weapons and a muscular build. One day during a fight, Bashenga and Bast seek shelter inside one giant mound. Inside, they find a strange piece of metal that Bashenga uses as a shield against the double-edged axe. The shield is so powerful that it shattered the axe. Both Bast and Bashenga couldn't believe the lightness and durability of the material. Digging deeper inside the cave, Bast finds a red crystal that possesses her. Before she could be taken by the Red Heart, Bashenga breaks the bond with his shield. Bast promises to never get close to the red rock of energy again. Days and months pass, but the Atlantean raiders keep coming. The new vibranium weapons help, but they aren't enough to stop them. That's when Bast goes to the red core, connects with it, and turns into a red-eyed monster that destroys the Atlantean home. As Bashenga tries to fight the red demon possessing his sister, Bast turns towards T'Challa and screams, "I see you." She knows T'Challa is watching her and begins chasing him. Thankfully, he runs into T'Chaka and Captain America and flees this strange universe, but he brings Bast to modern-day Wakanda with him. Now tell us, this is not a better plotline that they could explore in Wakanda's so-called new project that Coogler is working on at the moment. You'll love these videos next.